Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing really well. I am just sat on the floor because I wanted to film this while sat on the floor. Why not? Does anyone else just like love sitting on the floor? Sometimes I get really uncomfy on a sofa and I just want to sit on the floor. Anyway, today is Friday, which means I'm going to do another Let's Chat video, and this week I wanted to tell you the story of a man that I met at the bus stop. He will be known as the bus stop boy. I have quite a few stories about men, and I was going to do one video on like different men I've dated, and then I was going to do another video on men that I've spoken to but haven't dated. However, I think actually some of them could just be their own little videos, so this one is dedicated to the man at the bus stop. I am going to try and, I mean, it's a quick story anyway, but it's really hot and I've shut the windows because of traffic making lots of noise, and then I've also turned my fan off because it was making a lot of noise too. So I'm going to try and film it as quick as I can. If you don't know me, I don't know why you maybe would have clicked on this video, I don't know. But I have had one relationship for like 10 months and then another relationship for nearly 2 years. And when I'm single, I do tend to go on quite a few dates and talk to quite a few men. I feel like I'm quite a picky person, which I don't think there's anything wrong with being picky. And I am the kind of woman, I think, who comes across as quite like strong and like judgmental and almost like you need to impress me, and I think I can be a bit intimidating sometimes. However, hi, I'm single right now. It's lockdown, so I'm not going on any dates. I could from like 2 meters away, but there's been no one that I've really wanted to. I'm going to tell you the story about the bus stop boy. This is from years ago when I was at college, and I started college in 2009, so this is like 11 years ago. I used to catch the bus to college, and when I was at college I used to dress quite, I wouldn't say provocatively, but before leggings were really like a thing and really trendy, I used to wear tights and long tops, and so if I ever bent over you would have definitely seen my underwear. Yeah, but I used to wear like I mean, I love how I'm wearing something low cut today when I don't normally wear things that are low cut, but I used to wear like a low cut like tight tops with sleeves with like a vest up underneath to kind of give me a bit of coverage here, and I'll just pull them right down to try and cover my bum, and I would wear tights. Yeah, probably not the best fashion choices, but hey. So I used to catch the bus, and there would be a specific bus that would leave at like 7:35 in the morning to go to my college. But I mean, I haven't changed. I was always late for the bus, but there was another one that was like a normal one that went to the town centre at like 7:45. So if I just missed the college one, I would get that one, and then I would get off at the town centre and then walk to college from there. And there was this boy who used to wait at my bus stop sometimes. He didn't go to college with me. He was a bit older than me. I don't actually know how much older than me he was, but it didn't really seem like that much. But he was not really my type. I wouldn't really say I have a type, but he was quite like grungy, and I just wasn't really into that. Yeah, so I don't really feel like I paid him much attention or anything. He didn't really like catch my eye, except I would see him like most mornings. And then it got to a point where he'd be like, he would tell me, I'd like rush to the bus stop, and then he'd be like, you've missed it, like the college one, or he'd be like, it hasn't come past yet, and I'd be like, thanks. Yeah. And that was like as far as it ever went. And then after I don't know how long of catching the bus, one day I finished college and I got the bus home, and he was on the same bus as me. He got on at the town centre and we got off at the same stop. And he asked for my phone number, and I don't know why, because I know that I didn't want to give him my phone number, but I just did, and that was silly of me, really. But I mean, it's not like this is a big dramatic story, but if you don't want to give your phone number to someone, don't give it to someone. Don't try and like please them or like not want to cause a scene. Like, you just pretend you have a boyfriend, or just say, sorry, no, like, I'm not interested. I don't know. But anyway, I gave him my phone number, and it was raining as well. It was raining. I don't think I had an umbrella. Maybe he said something about me not having an umbrella, and then he asked for my number. I can't really remember. It was a long time ago. Anyway, I walked home, and by the time I got home, which was a 5-minute walk, I had a text from him, and it said something like, hey, bus stop girl, I hope you didn't get too wet in the rain. And I would be like, oh, okay, well, all right. And then I replied something like, haha, yeah, not too wet in the rain, or it was fine, or I don't know. I replied just something kind of like basic. And then he replied to me again, something really just like odd, something again about being wet. And you know when you're just like, I can't tell if your humour's just really bad, or like if you're trying to like hint about something maybe a bit rude, or whether you just don't have anything to say. And I felt really awkward, and so I just didn't reply to him. I can't remember whether he messaged me again and I ignored it. I can't remember if he did or not, but we literally didn't speak. And from then, from me ignoring him, I would see him at the bus stop, and he wouldn't talk to me, and he wouldn't tell me, like, he wouldn't say like, oh, you've missed the bus, or, you know, it hasn't come yet. And then also he started catching the bus from the next bus stop along. So it felt really, really awkward. But I didn't think anything of it. In my head, I was just like, there's just this guy who I gave my number to, we stopped talking, and now he's a bit awkward with me, like, but it's fine, it is what it is. And then I went about my life. I worked out that he worked in Paper Chase because I loved Paper Chase, and so I would sometimes see him in there, and it just felt so awkward. But anyway, fast forward, like, I don't know, at least 6 months, probably a year to be fair, and I was having pre-drinks with some of my girlfriends, and one of the girls was like a friend of a friend, so I wasn't really close with her, and she was showing me something on her Facebook. It's the most weird thing, and so I got my phone out and was looking at her Facebook status or whatever, and I said, Hannah, this is weird. Why, on your status, if I look at it, it says it's got 6 comments, but then when I click on the comments, only like 3 come up. And she was like, that is weird, isn't it? And then she had a look and she went, 3 are from my friend, I don't know what to call him, Carl. 3 of them from my friend Carl. He hasn't blocked you, has he? And I'm like, I don't know anyone called Carl. Like, I'm a bit confused. I don't know who he is. And then she was like, this is what he looks like, and showed me a picture. And I went, oh, hang on a minute. That's really weird. He's blocked me. And then I went to find his profile and couldn't find it. And I was like, this guy's blocked me. And they were like, how do you know him? And I was like, well, I mean, it's a really weird story, but I met him at a bus stop once. And then Hannah was like, hold on. She was like, are you about to tell me that you're the bus stop girl? And I was like, what? I guess so. What do you mean? And she basically said, oh, Carl has told us before about this girl who he kept seeing at the bus stop, and he was really interested in her, and then she pied him and basically broke his heart. And I was like, oh, that's me. So awkward. I don't know, I didn't even give him my name, so he must have found me on Facebook somehow, and then to block me. I just don't even know. Like, it makes it seem like a much bigger deal than it was. And I was like, oh, are you kidding me? So like, he's told his friends about me, this bus stop girl. I don't know. And it was so awkward. And I just felt I just felt a bit weird. So yeah. that's basically the story, really. I met this guy at a bus stop, gave him my phone number, didn't reply to him, and then he told his friends about me and how horrible I was, and then blocked me on Facebook. So that's fun. I wonder if I'm still blocked. I don't know. I can't even remember his last name, to be fair, so I wouldn't be able to try and search for him. I think he still works in Paperchase though. So if you're someone who knows where I live and knows which town centre I go into all the time, you will know which Paperchase he works in. But yeah, I have been in Paperchase a few times, and since that happened, I've been served by him once, but this is like only like a few years ago. And I look very different now to how I did in college, and so I don't know whether he would have recognised me or not, but he served the person in front of me who was a girl, and he served her and was like really like chatty and friendly and asking how her day was going and stuff like that, and something about like the Paperchase card that you can get. And then he served me, and his whole demeanour just changed to like really serious, and like he didn't really want to talk to me, and he was just like scan, 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 finish kind of thing. And you know, when you're like, does this mean that do you know who I am? Because like, I know who you are, because you really haven't changed in 11 years. Do you know who I am? Is this still really awkward? I don't know. I might have just been thinking too much into it. He might actually have no idea who I am. And maybe, I don't know, he just wanted to flirt with that girl and didn't want to flirt with me. I don't know. But just so awkward. So, yeah, I avoided going into Paperchase for a while as well. Like straight after I didn't text him back for a few months, I didn't go in there because I just felt really awkward. But I love Paperchase and I can't really stay away. But yeah, that is my story of my bus stop boy. Do you have any like similar stories to this where you didn't date, nothing really happened, but it's just a bit awkward? If you do, please write them down below because I would love to know. Thank you for watching. I'm hoping I can just do like more of these, kind of like let's chat about men and then talk about a specific man, because why not? And share like a little story with you. Hope you're all well, and I will see you on Monday in my next video. Love you lot.